the keynote address, I now invite Mr. Kishor Patil, Chair of NASSCOM ER&D Executive Council and co-founder, CEO and Managing Director of KPIT Technologies Limited. His leadership in the technology sector has been instrumental in shaping its growth. Please welcome him with a big round of applause.
Good morning. So, Mr. Das, Ms. Narasunda, Mr. Pandya, Ranisha, and of course, Ms. So it's very close to my heart, and specifically this subject is very important because I truly believe that this is the moment we need to really capture, and SMEs are in the best position to capture because some of the I think when there are shifts in the market, when there are, people have said, disruption in the market, the first thing what can happen, where people can actually make a big move is the SMEs. And that's why I truly believe that this is a moment for SMEs to capture. And if you really look at any opportunities can come up when there are disruptions. So if I have to look at the disruptions, the first is, of course, about clean energy, right? And I think people talk about it. We all experience it on day-to-day basis. Many flights are getting cancelled. Many flights are getting cancelled. All of us know the floods and the trillions of dollars which we are spending. And there's a cost of what something we are not doing well, both as individual companies, government, as citizens, everyone together. So we have to do more about it. And if you really look at what the companies intend to do for the next 15-20 years, this is the largest area of spend for companies. So sustainability engineering is going to be a very big area for people. Okay, next. So the first, we talk about the climate change. The other two, which is very, very important, I would say, is the gap between the haves and have-not is increasing. So absolutely, the prosperity is increasing in the world, in countries USA, India, China, all these countries. But the people who don't get access to this are more and more. So the gap is widening. So there is an opportunity to get many of these services to these people. That is the second biggest opportunity. The third biggest opportunity is because of the geopolitical reason. People call it geoeconomics, and which is the supply chain part, which is a very, very important part. And I believe that is the third largest opportunity. And just because we are talking about digital, then the cybersecurity is one big opportunity which companies have. So when we look at these opportunities, whether it is AI or digitalization, technology at this, but last but not the least is digital first service provider. So just one data point I can tell you is in the world, the STEM graduates are growing at only 1.5%. Only 1.5% of their population is getting graduated at STEM, and 6% are retiring every year. And the demand is growing very fast. So what is the option? What is the option they have? The option, there is one country which can actually fulfill this is India. And that's why it is a huge opportunity, basically, in this, for all the companies and including SMEs. Yes. So, again, I will not go here step by step, but there are many technologies which are coming up, right? Whether it is artificial intelligence, whether it is cloud, quantum computing, 5G, green tech. I think the key point we all know about it. What we probably underestimate is the efforts we need to put on making people ready. It is not the same engineers which will get ready to deliver on this. It is not the same people who can do that. But you need a different skills. For example, in AI, we boast ourselves as the largest population of AI educated people. But I can tell you that we have a lot of work to do in terms of, for example, a prompt engineering or having more architects. I'll give you one data point. My company has 1/4 of the people as architects. And that's the only way you can actually explore this technology. And that is a big, big difference. So these opportunities are there, but you can capture, we have to really invest into the people. And otherwise, you will have, if the same model of many engineers, many this will not work. I think that kind of value add, that kind of training is very key to capture these opportunities. The opportunities are across. The automation, transportation gives the maximum opportunity. MedTech gives the another opportunity, of course, from the software part. On the this side, semicon is absolute the opportunity. Software engineering, of course, is the opportunity. Industrial manufacturing is an opportunity. So the opportunities are there, but what is important is to have the right people ready and having that focus. Next, please. I think the big change which has happened is the India story. And the kind of digital infrastructure which is ready, available, getting ready in India, the ecosystem, which can be utilized for this India opportunity. I will just give you one example. India will become, or is, third or fourth largest, the way you look at it, the auto hub in the world. Now you just look at the whole Germany economy is based on automotive. You see what kind of a overall ecosystem, engineering, digital they have built based on one industry. If India becomes a third and fourth, which is there, so what is an opportunity for us to build these core skills? And this, not only that, but export then for many of things outside India. So these are the large opportunities which we have, and similar applies in all other parts of the industries. Now, here these opportunities can be captured by 3 to 4 ways. One, of course, is the startup, absolutely. The second is the GCCs. GCC is a very, very important part. And GCC is bringing them here as a part of the ecosystem is very important. What is more important is they do the research here. They just don't use our engineers, but they do the research and it allows our ecosystem to run from that. And if we can achieve that, I think overall our progress as the industry will be very high. Just to give you some idea, and this may be not widely known, last year's overall growth of software in the country, including all the big companies, whichever you know, more than 50%, 56% growth came from engineering. It has not come from IT. And it is the biggest shift which has happened. And what we are trying to do, both as NASSCOM as well as otherwise, what we are trying to build at is move the story narrative, because many companies are coming here, but the story from pure IT, BPO, and even digital to deep tech and engineering. And it is a very, very important, because we do the research here, because it is very important that they come to India for this area, and that will help our engineering, manufacturing, electronics, because once that ecosystem is here, it is not only going to be useful only for services or tech industry, but also the manufacturing industry, and that is so crucial for us to really compete holistically. Next. I will combine this story, this very quickly, because I just, the limitation of time, I will just try to be. So, how do you build from SME to this? What does it mean? These are big numbers, and what do you do it? I think the critical part is focus. What you do and what you don't do. I think generalists are not going to thrive so far. And the new technologies require you a lot of domain knowledge. So you need a technology, but you need a domain. So you have to align yourself with a domain understanding. It is very important. So as much a big decision is what you do, and the bigger decision is what you don't do. And it is very, very important. And the domain knowledge is important. The solutioning is very important. the talent, the investment in talent is very important. I think a lot of people come and say that we want that one person who can bring us big deals and then my business will be changed. There is no such person I have seen, till now. You have to build the people. You have to invest into people. You have to invest into competency. You don't go to get those tech people. You have to invest into it. And I think this is where I would say we can do more as individuals, industry, government, everywhere. Now, for example, the other part is client intimacy, and now India being a big story, we are close to clients, and it would help us to come out with the products also, because that has been one reason why India has not been developing product, because we were not close to the market. Now being this big market, that opportunity is there for the product companies, startups, I guess that is there. So having the bold aspiration and having the agility is very critical. There's one thing I want to tell you is, because this looks very theoretical, so I will tell you a story. Next slide, please. So, can you go to the next slide? So, this is the story of my organization. And we were a reasonable middle-sized organization, about $600 million or so. But 5 years back, we thought that we need to do something very different, big, which can be the best in the world, largest in the world. And that's what we want to do. We divested 70% of our business. 70% of the business in a public limited company we divested to focus on being core automotive engineering, which is about electrification, autonomous, connected, operating system. And we wanted to be the best in the world. And this was a very bold decision, after that COVID came, etc. Now, what happened is, what we did is we had a deeper purpose. We decided, which is very important, I must tell you that, because we sometimes dilute this part. We started as a startup, even though we have been around for some time. We started as a startup, and we decided what is our deep purpose. Cleaner, smarter, safer world. What do we do? What kind of practices we need to build? That's why we said electrification, autonomous, which is safety oriented, etc. Then we reinvested very significantly into leadership development, and more importantly, our biggest budget is in competency development, and that is a very, very important part. I think we could do more, but we invested into research, and that's why we could come out with India's first sodium battery, India's first sodium battery, completely developed by us, along with a government institutional lab, and that is very important. And now that will be manufactured in India. It's not a POC. It's something which will get manufactured in India. So the point is how really you are investing into technology, you are investing into research is as much important. And with that, we really were very confident that we are not competing against my other service providers, but we want to be ahead of my client, and we want to really lead the way for the technology. And I'm very happy after 5 years of this journey with all the difficult times. We are the largest auto player in the world in terms of this. And our market cap went 18 times to 6 billion from 500 million. This is just output, but I think we have a long way to go. And that will be driven through research, collaboration, and making us proud in India. Now, I have seen the China story. In my opinion, it is possible for India because software is going to drive. We just have to be very fast. We have to be innovative. We are under investing into research. We have to be more focused than generalist. That will give us that success. My last slide. Next, please. So I do feel that for SMEs here, I think the prioritization of the market, prioritization of the business is very, very important. It is very important to build core competencies. It is very important to build the core competencies. I think access to market in India is there. This is the largest market where you can get a really access to capital. Capital is more than what you want. I think the government support is more than what you want. I think what is important is having that real passion and focus and build something which is very core for future. And I believe the next many, if as India becomes a developed country, the SMEs will have a long way to play, and many of this will move into a bigger organization. All the best and thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patil, for sharing such deep insights and a roadmap for the future of technology of KPIT. We wish you very best of luck.